Alexa, and this is my DCP tag. So, how did I hear about the program? I heard about the program from my mom's sorority sister, who I call my aunt, and she was saying, like, I did it in college, I loved it, and I had all these friends then, and I still keep up with them, and like a lot of her friends were international students and even people from the States, so she still goes and like visits them and everything, and I was like, you know what, that's amazing, sign me up. So this year came along, I completely forgot about it, and my mom actually was the one who reminded me, was like, I'm signing you up for the Disney College program in the spring, and I was like, okay, and I was like, you know, it's whatever, but you know, I got past they liked my application, and the next thing you know, I got the email for the web-based interview, and I did it like the last day before they were like, you know, you're not going to be considered anymore, and then I passed that, so that was cool. How was my interview process? Well, like I said, my mother really like did the first part of the application for me. So, I mean, that part didn't seem as bad, but once I was helping one of my friends, I realized how nerve-wracking it is. But also, I've had like a lot of job experience doing a lot of things that typically someone my age wouldn't do. I have to say the only regular teenage job I've had is being a lifeguard. Other than that, I've worked like desk jobs at health insurance companies, and I've interned with politicians. Like, that's basically all I've been doing since high school. So that wasn't really that bad. The web-based interview I was kind of nervous for, because that's when I really started doing my research on the program. And I was saying, like, okay, like, this is like, you cannot be chosen for this, but I guess they really liked my personality. Shocking. So I mean, from there I did the phone interview. That was scary for me. I will admit, I was terrified, because I was like, oh, you know, I'm not talking about my passion for Disney enough, am I smiling through the phone enough? So clearly that worked out, and I got accepted a week later. Where were you when you found out? Okay, this is actually really funny. So I was washing my clothes the Monday after, like a week after my phone interview, and I was just like typing an essay for a school, and the next thing you know, I refreshed my email and it popped up, and I started crying in the laundry room, like hysterically sobbing, and this girl walks in and was just like with her bag, the basket of clothes, and was like, and left. And I was like, you know what, that's actually really funny. Yeah, and I cried. I called my mom, and I cried. I called my boyfriend, and I cried. I updated all my group chats and cried. And my Finsta, like, everybody knew on the spot. But Facebook still does not know. They will find out once I move in. What is your role, and what were my preferred roles? Honestly, my role is quick service food and beverage. And I have to say, probably my preferred role, it used to be character attendant. And then, like, I heard and did a lot of research on being character attendant, and that kind of scared me. So I really didn't have a preferred role. Like, I honestly just wanted to be in the program. I did not care where they put me. There were some things that I was just like, I don't want to do. That was definitely lifeguarding, because I lifeguard, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. And I know lifeguarding for Disney would be even more, like, intense. So that scared me. But I went in merchandise, like, really bad, because I've always wanted to work retail, and I thought that was really cool. But you know, I'm happy with my role. I'm excited to see what I'm going to be doing, and I'm also really excited for like the costumes. I'm not going to lie, like, your girl gonna be looking cute. How did you find your roommates, and how many do you want? Okay, the situation on roommates for this whole thing is so confusing to me. I'm not even gonna lie. So I put one of those surveys on the Facebook group, like everyone, and I joined like 5 Facebook groups. But I didn't do it until after I got accepted, because I didn't want to psych myself out and see all these people being accepted. And I thought you could only get in if you were accepted, but I found out later that you don't have to. So, I mean, I put out these roommate surveys, wasn't really getting a lot of responses back, or I didn't really see people that I originally thought that I would room well with, because I will admit I've had bad roommate situations in the past since being in college. So I decided to start being a little bit more picky. I even have a committee of my friends who like check out everyone to make sure they're fine and everything. So I mean, I literally just this past week I have started to kind of like find my roommate group, and I love the girls so much. Shout out if you are watching this. So I'm excited. Like honestly, I just didn't want to do random. I also kind of didn't want to pick. Like I just was praying and hoping that everything would work out in the end, because I am terrified of like my situation, my areas, because I've heard horror stories and like amazing stories of people being like, yeah, my roommate is my best woman in my wedding. And I'm like, that's great, but the chances of that happening to me are small. So yeah, I really preferred like 3 to a room, because the whole 2 bunk bed situations, my mom told me in college that she started off having bunk beds and that quickly changed because a girl accidentally peed on her. So I was like, that's not it. But I honestly do not care as long as I have a place to sleep. You know, I'm good. What are you going to miss while you are in the program? Food. Like, clearly Disney has good food, but there's a difference between, like, food where you're from. So I would have to say, I'm from Philadelphia, so I love my cheesesteaks. Like, D'Alessandro's, top tier. Top tier. Like, this is not up for debate. If you would like to debate with me in the comment section, let me know. We can meet up and we can have a discussion about this. But I'm gonna miss that. I'm definitely gonna miss some Louisiana food since I go to school in New Orleans. There's this place, honestly, chicken wings. Like, I love chicken wings, and I've been going to this one chicken wing place since I've been at school, and it's so good. And I'm still confused how I have not gained the freshman 15. So we'll find out. Clearly my family, but I'm so used to missing them already here. I'm gonna miss my boyfriend. He and I we no longer go to the same school. If you're watching this, I love you. But I'm gonna miss him, my friends, you know, the whole 9 yards, everybody and their mama. So yeah. What is your favorite Disney park? Ooh. That's a good question. My favorite Disney park. I really like, okay, so I guess I could say Magic Kingdom, but to be more specific, I love Tomorrowland. Yeah, that's right, okay. Tomorrowland, because the Carousel of Progress is my favorite ride, and like I have a weird aesthetic obsession with space, but I'm also terrified of space because that movie Gravity with Sandra Bullock, just right there, I was having an asthma attack while watching the movie, so space is a no-go. But the Carousel of Progress is my favorite ride, so definitely either that or Hollywood Studios or Animal Kingdom. Maybe Epcot. Honestly, all of them. Like, who can choose? It's like choosing your favorite child. Come on, let's do better. What's the first thing you want to do when you get there? Get a hot dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. Actually, purchase some ears. Because when I was trying to set up this channel, I realized I don't have a lot of Disney gear. Like, when I went to Disney for my senior class trip, which was the last time I've been in it's been 2 years now, I did not purchase any ears because I'm like, this is kind of pointless. Like, I'm not gonna use them unless I come to Disney. And my family, even though like I love Disney, it's just not realistic us going back and forth there. No one's an annual pass holder, and I'm really the only one who really loves Disney. So it was just like, okay, you know, that was pointless. The next time I was supposed to go to Disney this year for my spring break. Now that I'm into the program, everyone's just gonna come visit me. So, get a hot dog. Like, I just really rambled on. I'm definitely gonna get a hot dog from Casey's Corner. And I don't care if that hot dog is $10 or $10,000. I'm going to eat it, and I'm going to put a smile on my face. What's the number one thing in your bucket list? I've heard about these bucket lists, and I haven't made mine yet. Yikes. So definitely, besides eat a hot dog. Okay. So the number one thing on my bucket list definitely has to be I think it's called the Whoop-De-Doo review. I've literally just found out about that through watching a bunch of DCP YouTube videos. So I am definitely gonna do the Whoop-De-Doo review. That is number one on my bucket list as of right now. That and go to the park salon. because I mean, yeah, because when I went with like an odd group of people, so I kind of was always a single rider, if you could say. So I think it's gonna be really interesting going to the parks like alone and trying to like vlog it maybe once without fearing other people judging me, because there's so many people walking around Disney with a camera in their face, so I feel like it's not gonna be unusual, if you catch my drift. And the last question states, what is one thing you hope to take away from the program? Honestly, I'm going to change to what's my goal of the program. I'm going to have to say be more outgoing, because I am shy, and I did not find this out until recently that I'm very shy and it takes me a while to warm up to people. So definitely I'm trying to put myself out there more, and I want to talk to everyone, meet everybody, learn, do different things. Like every opportunity they give me, I'm going to take it. I'm not gonna like try to sit at the place and watch Netflix, because when do you get the opportunity to go to Disney World every day and go to the parks for 4 months and not have to pay for it? Let me tell you this, I'm going to take advantage of that. So you will catch me I don't care if I'm asleep on Splash Mountain, I will be there. Yeah. So that was the last question. Thank you for sitting through this video, mostly me rambling. I hope you can hear me because I'm not yelling, because the walls here are very thin. I'm filming in my dorm. My roommate was kind enough to like let me get the room for an hour, and I appreciate her for that. And this actually went much quicker than I thought it would. You never know. You never know. So thanks for watching. I will link my socials below.